battle is tight. Who will rise in the heat of the night? The finish line's near, we're on the edge. Who's taking the crown? Who's falling off the ledge? Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and roar, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. So thank you again for tuning in tight. BobbethTV, where we live the fight. The engines may cool, but the legend will grow. Till next time, welcome back to the show. Engines prime, the lights go low. The crowd is roaring, time to go. Thank you for joining, the spotlight's aglow. Welcome to the show, BobbethTV, let's roll. Bob on the mic, the voice of the night, calling every lap under fierce floodlight. Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and roar, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. There goes Von Mead, ripping through the bend. Tom Land, the Terminator, pushing to the end. John Bennett's drifting, Foxworth's on fire. McLean and Jackson climbing higher and higher. Travis still chasing Poudre, but Chad's on fire. Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and roar, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. There goes Von Mead, ripping through the bend. Tom Land, the Terminator, pushing to the end. John Bennett's drifting, Foxworth's on fire. McLean and Jackson climbing higher and higher. Travis still chasing Poudre, but Chad's on fire. Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and roar, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. Steel and speed, the battle is tight. Who will rise in the heat of the night? The finish line's near, we're on the edge. Who's taking the crown? Who's falling off the ledge? Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and roar, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. So thank you again for tuning in tight. BobbethTV, where we live the fight. The engines may cool, but the legend will grow.
BobbethTV is live. You know what that means. We've got another episode of Mud Mule TV coming your way. It is Sunday night in the United States, Monday morning Australian. We're here for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League Sunday night showdown. Dirt UMP modifieds. We're at Fairbury Speedway for this round of racing. Just wait for overlays to catch up. There they go. Let's get some race sound on the screen. I hope you all had a great weekend. We are back ready for round 2 of the 2026 season for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. And looking at that car count, it is healthy. Let's get down to the track. We'll have a look by the leaderboard, see who is our quick times out there. But 19 drivers registered for this race. Tied down, man. Here's our quick time with a 12.211, 12.280, and 12.390 is the top 3. Chad Puttable second quickest, John Bennett third quickest. Then we've got Travis Angel. That's not Travis Angel, it's Travis McDonald, Brian Angel in 4th and 5th. Our 6 to 10 will be Josh Roberts, Jonathan Foxworth, Bryce Freeze, Dawson Potter, Mike Davis. 11 to 15 will be Wayne Bridges, Mikey Mixter, Brett Vanderwood, Chris Perotta, and Jason Coffey, Mike Butler. We do have a new driver, so I hope I get your name right, Sir Aaron Huffaker, or Huffaker. It's either going to be Huffaker or Huffaker. Someone in the chat, if you are watching with Aaron, the 62, let me know, and I'll make sure I get that right, but we'll go with Huffaker. Aaron Huffaker and Kelly McClellan. It's so hard to say that L after the first K. Oh, speaking of Bryce, thanks for the share, brother. Dawson for the like, Ty for the share as well. Appreciate you all. Good luck out there tonight, fellas. Alright, as we get ready to roll through the last 2 minutes of practice, I'm just going to grab my drink bottle, which I've got my coffee, I've got my toast, I've eaten that. That's why I went a little bit late on the live, but I always forget the rest. And all these activity notifications coming in while I'm away from my screen. Thank you for the likes, shares, follows, whatever they are. I'll get back to my screen in just a moment. We'll confirm those. They're like 2 or 3, I think, just bang, 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 coming through. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Brian Angel, thank you for the like and the share, brother. We've got Gamer 126 in the chat as well over at Twitch. Twitch is the first one off the out of the boards. I don't think that's what I was trying to say. Out of the banks, out of the group, out of the, first one to chat is what I was trying to say. Eighteen drivers have put times down on the board. We just had our 20th driver registered for the race. So Lewis Catalan, he's out there. He's just put a time on the board, 13.306. But Kent McLean has managed to register for this race as well. So it's going to be quite the count here at Fairbury. This track is about to get ripped up. Tonight, just the one race on the broadcast. Tomorrow night we do have 2 races. That will be the Monday Modified Madness. That will be the big blocks. We'll be heading to Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, USA for that one. And then up afterwards will be the Monday Night Mayhem, which is the Motor International fixed setup series. Will be the SRX cars at Charlotte. So some good racing to come this week. And then wrapping up our racing a week, Tuesday night States, Wednesday morning Australian, it will be the Yoda Outlaws Late Model Series. We had Supers at Louisville last week on debut, Pros at Lincoln this week. So some good racing coming our way. So 12.915, time out there, Lewis Catalan on that last. Oh, no, I see a few other last laps that were quicker, 12.6, 12.4. That might have been the last lap. Those other guys got those laps in a bit earlier in the piece. All right, Off over to qualifying we go. Mikey Mixer for the bottom as feed out Speed Co. He is the first one out there. Oh, the coffee went down the wrong hole. Jesus. Sorry about that, folks. Mikey Mixer, Bryce Freeze. Lewis, Catalan, Ty, Dowman. They are the four guys out on qualifying. I do see a fifth, Josh Roberts, on the track map. Not yet got his time down, but 12.750 is a quick time. Josh, thanks for the share. Just talking about you, brother. Watching you on screen as we speak. Good luck. Thanks for the shares, Josh and Kelly, as well. The broadcast getting out there. For those of you that do check this out based on those friends sharing and not familiar with the crowd or don't feel comfortable talking, hello. I love that you come along and check these guys out. I do what I can to make sure that everyone gets sort of a good spot on the screens throughout the race, gets captured. But look, if you do come here to watch someone and they don't get as much highlights as you'd like, mention it. Just tell me their name and I'll make sure that we do. 18 of the 20 cars have registered times. Chad Putterball and Jonathan at Foxworth. Well, there's Chad, 13 at 5.77. Let's see if we can't get him on our screens, though. Not sure how he was able. Oh, the jump scare. I haven't had one of those in a few weeks. That one actually got me, even though it's the fake jump scare. Thanks. Appreciate you on that one, Gamer126. Appreciate you, mate. Racked up those 250 points pretty quickly, you bastard. Alright, well, it doesn't look like... Trying to see if Jonathan's out there on the track. 19 qualifiers. Chad did manage to get himself up into top 3. So Ken McLean, 12.686. 12.694 for Travis McDonald and Ken McLean, 12.695. That's the top 3. Mike Mixer and Chris Potter rounded out the top 5. Then we had Mike Davis, Ty Dalman, Brian Angel, Bryce Freeze, Josh Roberts, the 6 to 10, the 11 to 15, Brent Vanderwood, Wayne Bridges, John Bennett, Kellen McKellen, and Lewis Catalan. John Bennett's back. Welcome back, JB. John Bennett. Jason Coffey, Dawson Potter, Aaron Halfacre, and Mike Butler, 16 to 19. Yeah, so it's a little, just to explain that, Gamer, it's a little selfish, but at the same time, I do get scared. So I've got the fake jump scare for the channel points, but then with the bits, there's actual legit jump scares that do make me go, oh, fuck, and shit like that. So, yeah. I'm aware that I benefit from them, but they do scare me, so you guys do get a benefit. All right, so Mike Butler has been out, Jonathan Foxworth. So everyone's qualified, but for whatever reason, the camera didn't want to pick up the qualifying run for Jonathan Foxworth, who ended up with a 13th quickest time, 13 at 1.32, just 1,000th of a second quicker than John Bennett. But qualifying has ended. We're going to flick on over to our first lot of heat racing. All right, so it looks like 5 cars in this heat, so 4 heats up tonight for the Sunday Night Showdown Dirt UMP Modifieds at Fairbury Speedway for Knuckleheadz iRacing League. It's going to be Kent McLean and Chris Perotta on that front row. Bryce Freeze and Jonathan Foxworth, second row. Jason Coffey will line up on that third and final row. For those of you just tuning in and not really familiar with what exactly this is the iRacing.com racing simulation. It's been around for about 13 years in many forms. And This Knuckleheadz iRacing League is an online racing league full of a bunch of like-minded folk that just come together and multiplayer race each week in various competitions. I get the pleasure of calling it on the screens and getting it out to you guys. And yeah, starting off our racing week, Dirt UMP Modifieds. Here we go. Good luck, Ken McLean. Good luck, Chris Potter, Bryce Freeze, Jonathan Foxworth, and Jason Coffey. See the Majula Say speed shop on there. A lot of quick drivers use Mr. Majula Say. Speed shop, they good setups. Not that I'm endorsing them, just sort of, you know, saying something nice about them. Alright, off we go racing. Kent McLean off to a really good start. Let's get out a little bit wider cams there so we can see the action a bit better. 27, the 29, the 11, the 107. Oh, the 29 got a bit caught up in there, and the 11. Bryce Freeze, no, he's had to fall to the back from the low line there. Not quite, though. Race leader, Kent McLean. Jonathan Foxworth moved into second. Oh, it looks like 107 and 11. Jason Coffey, Bryce Freeze. Oh, and Chris Perotta all come into contact. So Chris and Jason went straight to the pits. Bryce kept it going. Just 6 laps of these heat races here tonight, so it should be pretty quick in that regard. Haven't looked and seen what the feature count is. I imagine 35 to 50 laps. We'll see that very soon, though. See Bryce Freeze right back there at the rear of the pack. Just the 3-car field as we get the white flag lap. Kent McLean is going to run this one home. It's going to take a bit of a miracle for him to not mess this one up. There we have it. Heat 1's results are as follows. Jason Coffey for RCI in 5th, Chris Potter, Modig Mafia and Lunatic Racing in 4th, teammate Bryce Freeze for Modig Mafia in 3rd. The B-Main Bandit himself, Jonathan Foxworth, finished 2nd, but Triple Groove Racing's Kent McLean takes out the Heat 1 victory. Let's get to the grid for Heat 2. It's going to be Travis McDonald and Mike Davis on that front row. Josh Roberts and John Bennett, second row. Dawson Potter will line up on that 3rd and final row. Let's have a look at the points for last week. The rules, see if there's an AOL. Points leader and winner of the Sunday Night Showdown was Jim Ravis, who's not here tonight. Let's see anything mentioning AOL. Previous week feature winner will get an EOL to start the next feature except on championship night. Okay, so if Jim was here, he would be going EOL, so everyone starting at where they qualify. Travis McDonald, this is almost 3 wide. Josh down at low. He's been learning. 99, Michael Mad Dog Davis, my beautiful face on the roof of that 99. As he slides through between Dawson Potter, no, John Bennett, Dawson Potter, John Bennett there. How he, I don't know where he goes, how he fit, I'm not sure. mates have been hassling me about my times getting up and being ready for broadcast, things like that. And they're like, there's been times where you've woken up, you've slept in right until the broadcast starts and gotten up. And I'm like, no, I always give myself an hour. Oh, today I think it was maybe 20 minutes. Oh, my body really needed whatever sleep I was having. It really did not want to get up. So, another copy during the broadcast. All right, white flag, a lap. Travis McDonald's going to line up alongside Kent McLean on that front row, it looks like, as he comes through 3 and 4 for that last time. Oh, no, that was checkered flag in 1 and 2. Already locked the victory in by then, Bob. All right, results as follows. Bottom Triple Groove Racing, is John Bennett in 5th with Modigi Murphy's Mike Davis. 4th, KHR's very own Dawson Potter in 3rd. Triple Groove Racing's Josh Roberts in 2nd. But Travis McDonald, our race winner, all right, 3rd of 4 heats in, is up. Sorry, I'll get that right in a moment. 3rd of 4th heat is up. And that will be Chad Putterball and Ty Dalman on the front row. Brett Van Wood and Callum McKellen on that second row. And Aaron Huffacre on that 3rd and final row. Oh, that's right. Someone was saying last week the race sound was a little low. So I'm going to pump it up a fraction. How's that compared to my voice? Does my, obviously I want my voice to slightly override the race sound, but does that bring the race forward a bit? Or can it come a little bit louder? Or should we wait till the green flag when they're actually full throttle? Someone, if you could let me know after the start of the lap, that would be great. Appreciate you. Okay, structure left the track. Boys going to come through 3 and 4. We're going to get this one started. Start-finish line's about 2/3 of the way down that start-finish run. So the boys won't fight till about there. And off we go, the 20 to 24, Ty down there. Chad Putterball racing at the side-by-side, but Chad's going to slide up in front of Ty there. Ty does have enough room to cut down, so he may be able to slide up in front of Chad here. Not quite, just, oh my God, that was very close. Brett Vanderwood back there in 3rd with Kevin McKellen, Aaron Huffacre 4th and 5th. Chad and Ty, they are battling. Could go a notch louder. Mike Davis back of the pack. iRacing says, thank you, sir. How's that? Am I still clear over the racing sound? The race is loud? Or is that too loud now? Someone's gone, mate. Yeah, which is good. Done there. Ty fell back a few gaps. That's going to be able to keep that momentum run alive. Ty's about a 10-second quicker lap-wise, but not going to be enough to get that job done as we come around for the final lap on heat 3. It's Tina. I'm on a YouTube. Excellent. Hi, Tina. Wish you were on the track, but thank you so much for tuning in. Barely hear me now. Okay, I'll bring it back down just a smidge. 0.55, maybe 50. All right, we'll see how that goes. All right, Heat 3's results. HC Racing's Aaron Huffacre, in 5th. Modigi Murphy's Callum McKellen in 4th. Brett Vanderwood, Toyota Outlaws 3rd. Dirty Boys Motorsports, Ty Dalman is 2nd. But DWR Dirt Warrior Racing's Chad Putterball is now is our winner of Heat 3. Oh my God. How's it sound now? Is it better? Or should I go down a fraction more? All right, grid for Heat 4. Our final heat race for the night. Mikey Mitchell and Brian Angel will be on that front row. Wayne Bridges and Lewis Catalan 2nd row. 3rd row is going to be Mike Butler. I work hard at work while watching Netflix. I love it. I love it. Alright, looks like we are off and racing our fourth and final heat for the night. Like we just race lead as we get to the halfway mark. Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Lewis Catalan, and Mike Butler. Very, very quick heat racing in the European competition last 2 weeks. Pretty much a minute and a half max. Flag a lap. Mikey Mix is that race lead with Brian Angel coming in second and Wayne Bridges in that third spot. It was Catalan and Mike Butler rounding out our 5-car field as Mikey Mix comes out of 4, gets that start finish line run, gets the checkered flag. Alright, let's get to those results, I guess. Probably what we would do next, Bob. As they line up for our feature race. Yoda Outlaws, Mike Butler in 5th, Lewis Catalan 4th, the Yoda Outlaws teammate Brian Angel 3rd, Wayne Bridges in 2nd. The bottom feeder Speedco's Mikey Mixer took out the heat for victory. That's going to give us the following grid. Jonathan Fox. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. We've got a conceit. Let's have a look at our schedule here, Bob. So yeah, look at the rules. So all of the first 4 winners go through. The remaining drivers will race out our 10-lap consi. Then they'll line up for our 75-lap feature race. I'll get it right soon. All right, so our consolation race will be, with no surprise, the B-Main Bandit, Jonathan Foxworth, alongside Josh Roberts on that front row. Ty Dalman, and who we got on the second row there? Wayne Bridges. Sorry, Wayne. I was looking away for a second there. Bryce Freeze and Dawson Potter on the 3rd row, 4th row. Brett Vanderwood, Brian Angel, 5th row is going to be Chris Potter, Mike Davis, Kelly McKellen and Lewis Catalan on that 6th row. 7th row is going to be Jason Coffey and John Bennett. And then our 8th and final row, Aaron Huffaker and Mike Butler. Right, off we go and racing. Better off a great start. Josh Roberts is going to, did not set, got stuck up high there. The bash and beat in the background as well. We saw a few cars getting a bit loose trying to recover, but no caution. Jason Coffey is out. So just 15 cars in this consolation race. Top 5 spot, Dawson Potter in 5th. Shane Shee, thank you for the like, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. The 92, the 42, 44, oh, the 11. Mikey Mixed is back. That's Bryce Freeze, sorry. Mikey Mixed is the 2 car and he's already qualified through. Sometimes their numbers do change. Battling for that podium finish right now, 3rd and 4th spot. Dawson just up on that high line watching it play out. getting a little bit loose there in third. Josh having to sort of check up a bit. Dawson and Josh have a bit of contact there as Dawson comes through with a lot more momentum and speed. He's able to go down that low line, get to the white flag lap with a pass on Josh Roberts. Can he keep that spot though? Through 3 and 4, we really should be up here capturing Tied Down Man, getting the B-main win there. Congratulations. Just wait the rest of the results to come through. Let's try it this way. Alright, Cruisey results are as follows. Jason Coffey will officially score in 16th for RCI. He did not enter the race. Mike Butler, Beyond Outlaws in 15th. We'll just do the names. Aaron Halfaker in 14th, Brett Van Wood 13th, John Bennett 12th, Caleb McKenna 11th, our 10 to 6 is Chris Ryder, Mike Davis, Lewis Catalan, Bryce Freeze, Brian Angel, our top 5 door supporter Josh Roberts, Jonathan Fox with Wayne Bridges. Tied Down Man was our winner. Alright, our grid for our 75 lap feature race here at Fairbury Speedway. Kevin McLean, Travis McDonald with the front row, Chad Footerball, Mikey Mixter second row, Tied Down Man and Wayne Bridges third row, Jonathan Foxworth and Josh Roberts on that fourth row. Fifth row is going to be Dawson Potter and Brian Angel. Sixth row is Bryce Freeze and Lewis Catalan, with the seventh row being Mike Davis and Chris Brodder. Eighth row will be Kelly McKellen and John Bennett. Brett Vanderwood and Aaron Halfaker on at that ninth row, and our 10th and final row will be Mike Butler, by himself, no Jason Coffey. Straight off, we'll just stick with the front, let it line back up and get it regrouped. Can't quite see where that was. Lap 475, first portion of the night. It is going to be a longer feature race for these guys. That is a lot of racing to get through. This track with 19 cars is going to get ripped apart. That clay, that mud is not going to sustain tacky racing for long. It will slick up very quick. We'll watch that track get very dark, very slippery. Some people it will completely suit. Others are going to be hanging on for dear life. Travis McDonald, Foxworth now starting at 5. Straight to the action cams. I got looking too low there. I thought he was going to stop. Chapter Watch what a tie down man. That's still the 5. Jonathan Foxworth. John Bennett, Josh Lewis, Brian Andrews, Chris Pryor, the 6 to 10. The 11 to 14 is Mike Hughes, Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, Kelvin McCallum, 15 to 19. Brett Vanderbilt, Mike Butler, Bryce Freeze, Aaron Huffaker. St. Louis Catalan is in the pits, getting ready to come out via pit lane. Rejoined our race, lap 9 to 75. Still lots of racing to go. Who have you got, folks? Tina's here to see Mike win. Who have you got, Gamer? You're kind of new to the crew, but who do you like out there on the field so far? I know OP tends to lurk. Griff, you're probably lurking. I've got a big tab though. I'm just got CC. Actually, I think only Facebook and YouTube have got the closed captions. A deaf person that was enjoying the races and stuff, so we went through the effort of enabling the CCTV and that was sort of sorted so that you can enjoy it better. Bennett, look, John Bennett is the heartbreaker. He is that's what I nicknamed him throughout a few seasons. He is that type of guy who can get the job done. He's had a few computer and internet related problems at home and a new baby, so hasn't been racing a lot. So that is a good. Look, it's a good safe pick. He'd probably be if we had a betting odds thing going, he probably wouldn't be favourite, but he wouldn't be a big payout because he is known to get the job done when it's needed. So no, look, you might be on a good one there, Gamer. McLean still our race leader, Travis McDonald, Chad at Football Door Spotter, Jonathan Foxworth with 5. That has not changed too much. Right down Mansfield, back to the top 6, Chris John Bennett. 7th with Brian Angel, Mike Mitchell, Josh Roberts. 8th, 9th, and 10th, Wayne Bridges, Kelvin McCallum, Mike Davis, Chris Pryor, Brett Vanderbilt, Mike Butler, Bryce Freeze, Aaron Huffaker. Round out our 18 car field. The St. Catalan has retired. Game says congratulations to him for his new. Yeah, I caught me off guard. John's a very not caught me off guard, but that's a bad phrase. Took me by surprise. John's a very guarded, personal person. Doesn't like to sort of put his the 1 and the 00. They are locked together. That's Brian Angel and John Bennett. He doesn't like to have eyes on him, sort of thing. You know, like he's a very sort of personal person in that respect. And I was talking to his teammate and life partner Josh Roberts, not the mother of his child, but no joke. And he mentioned it. That's where he's been. He's been away because he just had a new fit and stuff. So yeah, congratulations, John. It's always good to know the wife loving is still happening. Caution has come out. Looks like it might have been that Mr. Mike Butler. Oh, yeah, Mr. Mike Butler. Let's have a look at him. Oh, that was the 00, so it's probably where him and John got caught up alongside each other. Oh no, so there's the 0. He went up into the wall. Ah, okay. to get this one back underway. Trust not Kevin McLean. Dawson Potter, Chad Butterball. Down man, Jonathan Foxworth, Mike Mixon, Brian Angel, Josh Robertson, John Bennett, Callum McKellen, Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, Chris Perrotta, Brett Vanderwood, Bryce Freeze, Aaron Halfaker, and Mike Butler. 9 rows of cars, lap 28 of 75. Oh, no, they're delaying it. Looks like there might be, potentially, is Bryce getting a wave round? Did someone get a wave round, maybe? Travis has really got to try and pressure him. Let's see who is Jim Revis was our bid up last week, so he's our current points leader. Let's see where Travis. So Travis is currently running in at third. Chippewa second, Travis third. Chris down there, Mike Butler fourth, and bids. So Kent McLean, not actually. Oh yeah, there he is. He's 12th. Came 12th last week. So looking to regroup and get that one a bit better. It had another caution come out. Oh, that's basically a job from there. Oh wait. Let's go from here. So Dawson Potter, Wayne Bridges, John Bennett. Oh no, not John Bennett. We've jinxed him. 24 Dawson Potter. 1. Oh, 92 almost, but he pulled up. So yeah, that was a big one. That one, a lot of people sort of caught up in the accordion effect. This one going again. It's going to be a potentially single file restart. Does look like a couple of those cars are expecting a double wide restart. Wait to see, but it does look like, yeah, it does slot back in. Looks like it's going to be single file. Come down the back streets with the 3 and 4. We're going to get this one back underway with lap 32 of 75. Almost the halfway mark. Tiger gets up over that top 3. Mike Bishop, Josh Roberts, 4th and a 5th. Chris Pryor, Kevin McKellen, John Bennett, Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel, all battling to try and get into that top 5. They're the back half of the top 10. Jonathan Foxworth, Chad Butterball, Bryce Freeze, Mike Davis, Brett Vanderwood, Dawson Potter, Mike Butler, and Aaron Halfaker. 18 car field. McKellen, John Bennett, Chris Perrotta, as well as bridges possibly there. Jump around a bit, keep up as we see on the track map there, the 75 coming up on lapped traffic. There's the 8 of Brett Vanderwood. We've also got the 88 now. 24 there. Or the 44 and the 8 come into contact. Lap traffic getting caught up with each other there. Potter and Brett Vanderwood. That will bring out not as many cautions as I expected. I expect a lot of early cautions. This is simply our 4th. It has come out on the 37th lap, so pretty much right around that halfway mark of this race. Of 75 as they keep it lined up. Single file restart, I would imagine, since we've already had one. Excuse me. Single file restart. 18 cars. Ken McLean, Travis McDonald, Tydale Man, Mikey Mixer, Josh Roberts, Chris Pryor, John Bennett, Brian H. Cameron, Helen Johnson, Foxworth, Chad Football, Wayne Bridges, Bryce Freeze, Mike Davis, Mike Butler, Dawson Potter, Brett Vanderwood, and Aaron Halfaker is our 18 car field. Jason Coffey and Lewis Catalan have unfortunately retired. We wish them the best of luck. Back underway, lap 40 of the 75. All those caution laps reset all the way back down, but caution straight back out. 40 restart, I imagine this will be. The caution came out almost as fast as the lap started. I thought they were going to start there, but just with like a more controlled start, but no, pace truck's still out on the track. Off we go and racing again. Ken McLean really been in firm control all night. How's John Bennett going? He's got himself back into 7th there, Gamer, so he's certainly racing himself into a chance. Plenty of laps, still almost a feature race to go. The track is only going to get slicker, it's only going to get darker. 48 to 75. Kent McLean still our race lead. Oh, Tidal man. And Kent McLean relative is changing. Let's get up to the leader and check this battle out. There's Josh Roberts and John Bennett battling it out, but looked like a little bit of lap traffic. The 21 of Kelly McCallan might have gotten involved in that battle a little bit. Looks like Kent's been able to secure the race lead again once we've got up here, and there's Ty about 2 car lengths back, about a line or 2 higher as well. So doing the right thing. If he's going to try and run him down, he's going to need to run a different line than the one Kent's running, and try and build that momentum. If you can get the nose between Kent's car and the wall on exit of those turns, you will have that momentum run down the straightaway, which is what we're seeing right now. But Kent just really able to keep that nose just ahead through the turns. Looks like that 62 of Aaron Huffaker might get in the way a little bit, not a lot, but it is forcing Ty down a line. Ty down, man. What about newer drivers? Doing really well last week in one of the races, and unfortunately just kind of unstuck at the worst time and wasn't able to sort of capitalise and get back into it. Beat himself up a little bit, but the boys all rallied and went like, dude, no, you're good. You just need to, once you've settled in, once you've sort of gotten used to the field and the way we do things here and stuff like that, you will be fine. And look at this, running second, that little bit of renewed confidence. Currently running second, 56 laps into the modified. I forgot what cars we were racing here. Sunday night mayhem. Sunday, what did we call it? Sunday night showdown. My bad, guys. Second weekend. I still haven't remembered the new names yet. Alright, let's get back around the track. Have a look at some more racing battles. Oh no, we're gonna have a caution. 00 Mike Butler turned, sent infield, didn't get his way to the pits, so maybe they'll keep it green because he got the car off track as quickly as possible. John Bennett's made his way into that top 5, teammate Josh Roberts just ahead of him. Johnny McKellen down below them is lapped. Traffic is 3 laps down, so not battling for positions there. How slick that track is, getting all those guys forced to go low, get through that the tackier stuff. A little bit of bite up the top there. See that right rear, that's a little bit of something to grab. If it doesn't, like we just saw with John Bennett there, you do see sparks flying as that right rear comes up onto that wall. Yellow flag is out, 6.75, looks like it is the 29 and the 11, Jonathan Foxworth and Bryce Freeze. Let's have a look. There's the 29 there. He got up into the wall. Shoot. The slide line, but just coming to the side of the 29 didn't judge it properly. The 11 nowhere to go. Alright, another single file restart on the lap. The 67, Kent McLean, Ty Dalman, Travis McDonald, Josh Robertson, John Bennett, the 5. Will this be our last restart? Brian Angel, Chris Brodder, Dawson Potter, and Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, 6 to 10, 11 to 18, Brett Vanderwood, Chapman Bowl, Mike Mixer, Aaron Huffaker, Kelly McKellen. Oh no, 16 I guess. 17? Jonathan Foxworth has retired, it looks like, but a couple of the guys a few laps down behind him, Bryce Freeze and Mike Butler. So they'll look to move up with those laps remaining. About 7 laps remaining. Will be just enough possibly to get those boys back up in past Jonathan Foxworth's 16th place finish. But here we go, lap 60, oh no, 65, so plenty of laps, 10, 11 laps to go as those yellow flag laps get reset. Quite tricky out there right now. You're really going to have to know how to drive the slick. Seeing a lot of guys hitting that wall on exit on the way through the turns as well. Hard to judge how fast the car's going to move, how far it's going to slide. Remain. We'll jump up to the front and we'll watch Kent McLean and Travis McDonald battle it out. Looks like Ty Dalman has had that late run fallback that he pointed out last week. Still went a lot longer this time, so definitely improving, definitely getting better. Slouching in at the first place has been a very competitive coming in, so good effort, Ty, good run, mate. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a green white checkered. as Mikey Mixter spins out lap 74 and 75, we're going to have a green, white checkered start finish. That will be green flag start to get the guys up to speed, a white flag run to see who can send it home the quickest. Whoever gets to that checkered flag will be declared the Sunday Night Showdown Fairbury Speedway winner of the Dirt UMP Modifieds here tonight. Alright, they are lined back up. We're about to get this green-white checkered run underway. Will this be the final 2 laps of the race? It will, obviously, unless there's a caution here on this first restarting lap. Ken McLean is going to try and hold on and just run it home as quickly as he can. He wants to get to that white flag, sorry. Keegan in the chat, go Ty. As Ty unfortunately fallen outside that top 10, had a very late fade. But absolutely awesome run up until then. He's very proud of that. As Ken McLean runs at home, Travis McDonald picks up his second place finish in a row. Unfortunately, not the bride. Always the bridesmaid, not the bride in this particular competition. Results should be pretty much relatively available straight away. Let's go over those before we get into the interview booth. Have a chat with Ken McLean, but in the 18th spot, no, we had 20 drivers in this race, Bob, so we need to go down a fraction. In 20th, it was Jason Coffey for RCI and Lewis Catalan in 19th. 18th was, oh, that's the grid button. It's not going to move shit. There we go. Mike Butler for Yoda Outlaws in 18th. The B-Main Bandit Jonathan Foxworth finished 17th. Mo Diggy Mafia's Bryce Freeze in 16th with bottom feeder Speed Coast Mike Mixter 15th. HC Racing's Aaron Huffaker in 14th on debut. Mo Diggy Mafia's Callum McKellen 13th. Chad Putterball for Dirt Warrior Racing 12th. Ty Doman for Dirty Boys Motorsports in 11th. Yoda Outlaws Brett Vanderwood in 10th. With Mo Diggy Mafia's Mike Mad Dog Davis in 9th. Wayne's World Racing Series Wayne Bridges is in 8th. Mo Diggy Mafia and Lunatic Racing's Chris Perotta 7th. KHR's very own Dawson Potter in 6th. Our top 5, Yoda Outlaws Brian Angel in 5th. It's normally the Yoda Outlaws boys that we see in this sort of position, but Triple Groove Racing taking out 3 of the top 4 positions. 4th, John Bennett. 3rd, Josh Roberts. Travis McDonald takes out the 2nd place, but Triple Groove Racing's Kent McLean will take the win. Crichton Law, surely this is kind of commentary for the FDF staff application intake. It would be interesting. It would be interesting. Go over their history a little bit, actions and stuff. Dodgy revenge report tickets or whatever. No. All right, let's get Ken McLean's deets on the screen. Let's go have a chat to the man himself. A couple of late likes and shares. Lolita Heinrich has shared and liked on the Facebook page. Thank you so much. Why can I not find... I can never find KHR's Discord. I just go Discord blind when I'm looking for it. Every time. But here we go. Oh, he was in the booth and then he disappeared. I think he went to go have a little bit of an admin chat, but no, he saw me jump
There
in
we
and
go. I'm here.
he's back. So I was like, was Kent not here last week? I don't see him in the top 5 in the standings. Like, that's so unusual. But no, look, not to talk shit on your prior race at Fairbury, but in the other cars, what did we race last week actually?
Dirt street stock.
That explains
I
why
wadded
Jim Revis.
myself up in the tires. Yeah.
Okay, that explains why Jim Revis was the victor, because I was like, I remember him racing more than one division, but I don't remember him winning the UMPs last week. But that's right, this is one of those divisions that swaps each week, where we're different 2 cars, 2 track, one track each fortnight, or 2 weeks, because I know you guys don't use fortnights. But yeah, 12th place last week, 7 points, picks up the 20 points this week with no Jim Revis. Travis McDonald, incorrectly said was 2nd last week, was 3rd last week. We'll pick up a 2nd this week. Now, that was a bit of a familiar battle towards the end of the UMPs. You were our UMP champion last season, Can't Plumbing UMP modified champion. So looking to defend that title. And I guess this win sort of gives you that foundation where you can sort of, look from last week, sort of go, okay, I can pad out the UMP sides, and you've just got to work, I guess, on the dirt street stock bit.
Yeah, I definitely got to get used to them again. I know we raced last week here, and I was sitting 2nd or 3rd, first 10 laps, and I creamed a tire going into 3. And then I made it back to 4th, and then on the final lap, my computer started freezing, so I just pulled off until it fixed itself, and I ended up finishing 12th. But yeah, I mean, it was still a good race last week. Yeah, this week was pretty good. I was pretty leery. I figured I would be a top 5 guy, because usually Fairbury's top dominant. I mean, the bottoms usually is pretty quick, as long as you know how to run it. And of course, the UMPs help, because these cars are one of my favorites. Yeah, I just kept it low down in 1 and 2. Tried saving tires for the most part, and the more I tried saving, the more I would pull from the guys. And I'm like, well, I'll just keep this strategy up and see how long I can make this last.
And last year, you did a couple of late cautions, not as many. Like, once again, I feel like coming into this season, there's a few races where the potential for a lot of cautions were there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did have 8 total in this race, but realistically, 20 to 18 cars, which is an insane car count. 75 laps. That track got very slick. We had a guy on debut, Aaron Huffaker, KC Racing. We're seeing some new names. We're seeing some new teams being formed. Chris Perotta he's representing Lunatic Racing normally, has joined up with Mo Digging Mafia. We know you guys have got the Triple Groove Racing 1, 3, and 4. Welcome back, John Bennett, getting himself out on the track and showing the boys what they're missing by him not being here. It's the league has hit the ground running in the 2026 season. Competition is fierce. Ty Dalman, another one again, who I hope he doesn't beat himself up. Yes, he had a late fade out, but geez, he lasted a lot longer tonight in laps and slick than he did the prior week. So if he keeps improving the way he's improving, he is going to be a menace by the halfway mark of this season in terms of competition and keep people keeping up with him and stuff like that. You've got Dawson constantly top 5, Chris Perotta. Looks like that Mo Digging Mafia join up is Mike Davis and Kelly and all them are going to really share some knowledge. It's oh my god, sorry, I just had one of my Twitch jump scares activated and holy crap, it got me. Jesus Christ. Where was I? Thanks, Frida. Appreciate you for tuning in, brother. It's got to feel, it's got to be a little bit concerning as a driver, but I can already see it with you guys, with you, Travis, etc. You're already stepping up that little bit. If you thought there's, like, if you're looking at your play and sort of going, where's the room to improve, you're being forced to find it on the track, and I think you guys are doing a great job doing so. There was a bit of time there where your tyre was down low, you were up high, which we know is sort of the opposite way to you wanting to run. You are a low line guy. John's the middle runner, or the heartbreaking sort of can run anywhere, and Josh is the high line, but has sort of taken inspiration from you and ran a really good low line this race as well. I think if we had like track markings, some sort of overlay we could look at, I feel like Josh was a lot lower that race for a lot more longer. So yeah, you're having an effect on a lot of drivers, whether it's by choice or by necessity. So yeah, it's got to feel good knowing that that the competition is that strong, that people are really modifying their racing lines to figure out those spots.
Well, what's funny is when I first started with these guys, mainly all I ever raced was dirt street stock. I wasn't any good in any other car because I never really had a seat time. And of course, joining the league, you want to make sure you keep your nose to the ground, just drive your butt off, but drive clean. Not try to get into anybody. And have a good reputation for a clean driver. And when I first started, I was like, man, everybody's up high. Like, I've got to find a way to get around these guys. Well, that's how I started really learning the low line on what to do, what not to do. And then now it's kind of reversed where they're trying to, learn the low line. But yeah, I mean, of course, I'll tell anybody, how I run it, even the RPMs, listen to the motor, where you're at in the corners. But, you run the low line, you have to be consistent each lap, especially if somebody's run the high line like Travis, Josh, John. I mean, you gotta have your crap together. So it's definitely, it's fun. Every one of these guys are getting faster, like you mentioned. Chris, Wayne, Mad Dog, Brian, Brent, all of them. They're getting faster each race. So we try to help all the guys that we can. Little, tricks, tips, whatever. But that's kind of up to them to use it and get in the car and have some more seat time and get more comfortable with what we're trying to explain to them. So I think it's paying off.
Definitely is. Well, off to our double-header night of racing tomorrow night. Try to make it sound like it's a bigger night of racing, but obviously with the lap counts on the Sundays and Tuesdays, it sort of balances out. I feel for you guys sometimes with those counts. I'm glad to be in at the booth. But we're going to start off with the bottom feeder Speedco Monday Modified Madness, so keeping that modified sort of theme alive. Tomorrow night, it's big blocks at Eldora, and then the Monday Night Mayhem SRX non-dirt race cars at Charlotte. So that's going to be, if it says Charlotte, not the dirt track of Charlotte, that is actually going to be an asphalt race, isn't it?
I think that actually is going to be a dirt race.
Oh, so it will be Charlotte dirt track. All right, we'll have to wait and see.
I think so. I'll have to double check with that, but I think that may be the dirt track.
Let's see if it's already scheduled in my in iRacing. Have the boys put the lobbies up here. Let's have a look.
I think John has, I believe.
Monday Night Mayhem. Yes, SRX at the dirt track at Charlotte. So for those playing along at home, SRX are a NASCAR oval type of racing car, not made for the dirt. Not made for the dirt. The boys are going to take it out of the dirt track at Charlotte, which is probably one of my favourite raciest dirt tracks. It's probably the one that if you did want to throw something stupid or unusual at it, it's going to be the one of the few compliant tracks that will allow you to do so. So, yeah, but we have seen you guys have completed a full season. We remember last season the Wayneswood Arse Racing Series, Asphalt Street Stocks. That was predominantly raced on the dirt tracks. There were a couple of little asphalt tracks spindled in the middle, but you guys make those things look like they were made for dirt. So I have little confidence that that you'll make those ones look good. Any preparation? I feel like the modified series you'll do fine with 358s and the UMPs, etc. But the SRX, how do you feel? What sort of prep? Is it just lap time?
Yeah, I mean, I've raced those before. When they first came out on officials, and this was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's probably the last time I really raced them. They are a handful. It's a lot of throttle control. I don't know if they've changed anything since the updates. Like I said, I haven't really been in them, but it'll be fun. If I remember correctly, it's more or less, it kind of drives like the UMP, or kind of like the mini stock,
Yep.
but with, I think, 900 horsepower. I mean, it's
With
got the
yeah.
horsepower to it. So, yeah, like I say, it's definitely throttle control on those, but those will be fun.
Yeah, yeah,
Those
no,
really will be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. I've found that the more, and it's not necessarily the skill set ones, so I'll acknowledge that I'm just a wuss when it comes to super late models or UMPs, things like that. But when it comes to combinations, when I look at it and go, what? Then I find they're the best ones for you guys. You guys seem to bring out the magic in those ones. So yeah, I feel like while the modifieds, and we do have a lot of modified style racing this season in both the Sunday and Monday night competitions. Yeah, I feel like the madness of the Monday night mayhem competition. You know, SRX this week, winged micros the following week, dirt legends, non-wings, next gen cup cars, right through to the FIA cross cars, the mini stocks, Pro
Now
4
those
trucks.
are a handful.
Now the FIA cross car, is that the new one?
Yes,
Yeah, I haven't
those.
seen that one yet.
Yeah, I tested that one time and I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have
Oh,
our hands full with
they're the
that
little
one.
June buggy. They're the little June buggy ones. I can see a
Yes,
green one on
yeah,
the screenshot. Oh man, they look like they're gonna be fun. I do like the Pro True lights and stuff like that. I am a big fan of um, the cross rally, with the rally cross. Sorry,
yeah,
let's put it around the right way. Seriously, it's one of those. It's a hard one to get a good consistent division going in the officials, but if you can find one, whether it's the Pro True lights or the little V Dub golf combo competition, they're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. It's a good mix, and I'm glad that you guys incorporate that into the competition because yeah, they're it's yeah, I feel like they're the real lesser known sort of option of racing in this sim that we use. You know, obviously there's road course, there's dirt, there's NASCAR, there's all the different disciplines in between. But I feel like Rallycross is just one of those ones that people will surprise themselves in how fun it is and how much you learn. You know, you're going from predominantly dirt tracks to a little bit of asphalt. You've got some jumps. You've got you're literally setting in midair in times. It really does give you some valuable quick reflex type skills that you can use in both NASCAR and dirt oval racing, I feel.
yeah. It's the NASCAR. We do the fun races on the asphalt, and I do pretty good in those. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely will be the Monday Night Madness, like that whole schedule. I think kind of fits into my driving style with the cars. So I should do pretty good in those. But yeah, I mean, and it should definitely put on a good show with all the other guys too as well.
No, could not agree more. Well, tonight is your night. Bragging rights for the Dirt UMP Modifieds for the next week. Let's see how you go with our Monday Mayhem and Monday Night series, and then we'll wrap up with the late model competition Tuesday night US, Wednesday morning Australian, as we sort of start to build the foundation of what is going to be a pretty exciting championship run in a bunch of these competitions. Different winners each week so far, so it's going to be good. Before we let you go though, Kent, and you have talked a little bit about some of the good stuff, but friends, family, and sponsors, who do you need to give thanks and a shout out to for making all this possible?
Yeah, the wife and kids for letting me do this. You, Bob, for the broadcast. All the admins at KHR, all the guys. Like I say, each time I'm in here, we couldn't do it without them. We have a really, really good group of guys and great admins. So I'm just kind of blessed to have found these guys and and race with a good group.
I could not agree more, my man. Well, look, I'd like to obviously shout you out. Thanks for putting on an awesome show. A couple of good battles there, a couple of close calls, but you held on, it got the job done, and picked up the major points. So that will definitely throw you into that top 5 run for the championship and add a few extra competitors to those boys. Back to the dirt street stocks next week, though. So it's going to be interesting to see how this alternating competition goes, but I feel like it's going to keep everyone honest and on their toes, and it's going to be fun to watch play out. So can't wait to see it go. Till then, my man, best of luck with everything else you've got going on. We'll have you on our screens again tomorrow night, and obviously have you in the booth when we can. That part entirely in your hands, but I think there's a couple of guys that you could put a $5 on that it's a safe bet. We're going to talk to you every other week, sort of thing, in some degree. So yeah, good luck.
All right. Thank you, Bob.
Have a good night, man. Bye.
You too.
All right, that was Kent McLean, our winner here tonight. Sorry, I just had to finish typing something. Travis McDonald, Josh Roberts, second and third. That wraps up our first night of broadcast for the racing week. 2 more to come. Double header tomorrow night. That one will start at 11:45 Australian time. Is that right? 11:45? 11:30. 11:30. The other session is not up. No, 11:45. Around 11:30, 11:35 tomorrow morning. I'll get it right eventually once I get my schedule sort of settled in my head, and I'll even update it on the Twitch page, mate. All right. Well, look, that wraps up another broadcast for the day. I've already said. I want to give a big shout out to the people that have interacted. No, give a big shout out to the lurkers first, because it's a bit easier. I don't have to name them all because I don't know who they are, but I do appreciate to anyone that does, that just comes and checks this place out, whether it's to check me out. I thank you for the follow, Kraken Lord. Appreciate it. Whether it's just come to check me out, like whether you're a part of other online worlds that I'm a part of, or you stumble upon the channel and are just curious, or whether you're here to see someone race that's a part of the actual Knuckleheadz iRacing League. Whether you partake or not a problem. Just the fact that you come and watch, the fact that you find time in your life to spend a bit of time in our lives is it's awesome. It really does make me very, very chuffed. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. To those that get the posts out there and things like that on the Facebook side of things, Dawson Potter, Tie Down Man, Bryce Freeze, Brian Angel, Josh Roberts, Kelly McCain, Kelly McKelland, Shane Fishy, Lolita Heinrich. Thank you for the likes, the shares. Obviously, thank you, Crocodile, once again for the follow. For those that did partake in the chat, and I don't think my chat's fully reset yet, so I do see everyone. Gamer126, Mike Davis / Tina Davis. Who else did we have? We had Keegan Dalman. We had Kraken Lord. We had Ryken. Thank you for calling in, Ryken. G'day, Bob. G'day yourself. Lovely work, Bobbeth. Thank you, Samps. Appreciate you. There are a couple of guys from the other world. K960 YouTube. I was about to give you the time of day, but then you called me a dumb. I'm not going to say it. I would normally, but I'm not going to say it just because we're paid to broadcast this. But whatever, brother. Whatever. I reckon if I found you on the Fat Ducks, you would be banned, and that's why you're a bit of a little shithead. So you've been banned from here as well. So there's no big skin off my nose. Oh my God, I just have to push a button. Oh, what a pity. But yeah, big ups to you for being a dickhead. All right, on that note, you probably did ban him off. Yeah, very, very good chance I did. I realized the other day that I've started to get a bit of a, hey, you banned me, blah, blah, blah. Remember on March 15th, 2023, and I did this thing? No. That's when you know you've made it, when you get people randomly messaging you about that. Yeah. All right, I'm off to do that now. So if you are dicking around in the Fat Duck space, look out. Here I come. But other than that, I'll be back again tomorrow night for the next race broadcast. 2 races on that one. Oh, someone with the scare right at the end there. I don't think it fully got me, but it startled me, Frida, you bastard. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate you. How do I wrap up from that? How do I continue my wrap up? You know the drill. I'm easily startled. My name's Bob. Love is all. Boy!